I started hearing weird sounds coming from inside the walls. And then in the bed.
That's a clip.
Bro, who was that, bro?
Oh,
We just started, bro. We just started.
why would you
Y'all
just
say?
started, bro.
Why would you say that's a clip?
He's dumb.
You just messed it up,
Oh
bro.
my gosh. I didn't realize what I said. What's up, YouTube? We back with another video. It's your boy, Ruin Deli, and I'm here with Ruin Zay,
Yo.
Ruin Nikki,
Yo.
and Ruin Saki.
Yo.
Everybody turn up another banger, y'all. Tune in, like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know the deal. Let's get into it right now.
True Home Alone Stories 3.
I
ain't gonna lie.
I already have a horror story to tell.
We'll talk about it, bro.
The house I moved into isn't anything impressive. It's just a house that's appropriate for 1 or 2 people. But I'd say right away,
Nice little crib.
I started hearing weird sounds coming from inside the walls.
Oh, never
I
mind.
first heard it in the kitchen.
Nigga like
then in
Giga
the
Chad.
bedroom. But on night 3, I started hearing it in my bedroom.
This dude talking about you hearing these sounds in his
There was an
walls.
animal living in my
You
walls.
thought that shit was
I
funny.
just had to figure out how to get rid of
Shut
it.
up, bitch.
The next morning, I didn't even have enough milk to fill a bowl of cereal.
Well, I know what this is.
I hadn't realized I
The
needed
nigga in the
more milk.
trenches.
In fact, I seemed to be eating up all of my food pretty fast.
Damn, what the
Damn.
You just wait. Go back.
Fast.
What happened?
What? Pause it, bro. What is that behind the cake, dog?
It's chocolate.
That's
It's a candy
What type
bar.
of chocolate has red inside?
that's a black foot. That's a black foot.
It's bro, probably like beef jerky or something. I don't even know.
Is that a oh
It's
yeah.
a Blackfoot. It's a Blackfoot.
That's a black foot. That's a black.
Alright, bro.
I woke up in the middle of that night to the sound of breathing. Not my breathing.
Oh hell no.
Oh,
Like
hell,
the
anybody
breathing
get
of a
molested.
person. I flipped the
Can I
lamp
say it
on
on you?
and it stopped. I chalked it up as my mind playing tricks on me after waking up. The next day was really hot, so I turned on the AC for the first time. I checked every single vent, and some of them weren't blowing any air. One of them being the vent right next to my bed. I peered through
Oh,
the
that makes
vent with a
fun.
flashlight.
Didn't it?
There wasn't even a duct
thought
behind the vent. It
Yep.
was just the inside of the
That happened
wall.
to you before in your house?
It
Nah,
seemed like
I
whatever
watched
air
like
duct
survival
was in there
things,
had
like
been
survival,
removed.
like what to do if someone breaks in your house.
Unfortunately, I didn't look into the air
That's what
conditioning
happens. That's
system
what we
while
check.
buying the
This
house,
nigga just talking.
so
Oh,
I didn't know about this. That night, I had to sleep in the heat with no AC, so I was up pretty late.
Well, I
constantly
swear to
rolling around,
God, it be
flipping
like
the pillow
that.
over.
Cover on your
Then
feet.
I eventually
They're
started to hear
off.
breathing again.
I can't do that, bro. I can't
This
sleep
time,
like
I was
uncovered,
fully
dog.
awake. I knew it was
Somebody
real
living in
time.
this nigga house.
It was coming to my left. I
Nah,
looked
for
to my
real.
left at the air vents.
Gotta be somebody in the vents.
The sound
Yo,
was
he's
surely
I'm
Oh,
saying,
there.
like what?
Nigga's a
I grabbed the
monger. He looks
flashlight
maxed it.
again and shined it in through the vent.
Alright,
I
bro.
dropped it and
You
screamed.
like glazing?
There was someone's face peering through the cracks of the vents. The first
Yeah, I
thing
told you.
saw
Oh,
was
hell no.
I screamed all the way down and left the house.
You're fucking bugging.
I soon found out there was a crazy, dangerous homeless man living in
Yo, I
my
don't have goosebumps right
I
now.
had been eating my food ever since I moved in.
Should be eating food.
Oh hell
How does a
no.
full-grown man fit in a vent that's that small, though, is a real question.
Living in your house. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I'm getting a house. I'm about to
I
be in
would-
an apartment.
I would beat his fucking ass, bro.
No, apartment's not worth it,
Yo.
though. 'Cause imagine one day, like, you live on, like, the, like, 5th floor. You look outside the window and you see somebody, like, in front of the window, bro. There is no possible way to be in front
I
of the
was
window.
out doing
I
a
would,
delivery
bro,
one
it would be a
late night.
problem.
So you say so you're
probably
saying
the
a man
longest
would
drive.
just be standing in front of a window with no ground. Just in front of the window.
No, I'm saying, like, if it's a ghost. Or a
Oh.
spirit.
What
So
in
that's
the high hell are you
that's
talking
not
about?
happening, bro. That's not happening, bro.
He's talking about what in the high hell are you?
Nigga living some
Alright.
fucking fever dream.
If I had ever taken for a pizza delivery. From the pizza place I worked at, it was a 20-minute drive, which isn't too crazy out
that's
where I
funny.
live. Plus, they ordered 4 large pies, so I figured it was a party and I would get a much bigger tip. Navigating the dirt roads at
no.
night was always annoying, though. I pulled up to the given address. It was some old, sketchy-looking building, literally in the middle of a forest clearing.
I'm not getting.
Ain't
There
no
were
party
cars
happening in that
parked
shit.
anywhere, or
Ain't
any
no
lights
party
on.
happening in that shit.
I put my
Nigga, you
car
better
in
go
park
to a
and
Diddy
called my
party.
boss. I asked him to reread the
Yeah,
address at
that-
least 3 times to make sure I typed it in right, but that checked out. I could tell he was in a really bitchy mood, and he told me to at least knock on the door and check it out. He would normally get mad if we took back 1 pie, but I was afraid of what he would do if I brought back 4. I was insanely unnerved, but got out anyway and forced myself to the front door of the building. There was no doorbell, so I just knocked really hard.
You're bugging. I would have left that shit on the floor.
What if there was
I heard
marks on the door?
nothing and didn't
Nigga,
really
you have to get
expect it or
paid,
anything.
dumbass.
I was extremely disappointed.
Oh,
Not because nobody answered the door.
your bitch ass up. I thought this was
because I was
DoorDash.
realizing that it was all a waste of time and gas.
Like,
I knocked
bro.
one more time out of desperation. And then began to hear some kind of rustling noises from inside of the building.
Oh,
I knocked again and yelled that I was the pizza guy. There was silence now.
Yeah, you better snatch his little
I
ass up.
felt it
Bro,
more
just
uncomfortable now
don't
than
hold
before.
I touch his little booty for breakfast.
But before I could turn around, I noticed something at the window.
Wasn't he at the door
There
though?
was someone looking through the window.
oh
Couldn't
fuck
tell
no.
if it was a
Bro, I
man
can't
or
with
a
these
woman.
dark eyes. They give me
All I
goosebumps, bro.
noticed were their eyes. Their eyes were open wider than I knew possible, staring intently at me. I was disturbed enough by this and dropped the pizzas and ran back to my car.
Oh my goodness.
The shitty thing wouldn't
Yo.
stop
Bro,
until
drop
turning
the
the key for the
pizza.
3rd time. I drove off the grass and back onto the dirt road, but I felt the car rocking about, shaking and bumping. Something wasn't right. I didn't make it far from the building before I started hearing a
Imagine
sharp
it in the backseat
scraping
of
sound
something.
coming from
Shut up, shut
outside.
up.
There was so much resistance that I couldn't even drive. The car came to a stop.
Oh, this nigga's car is about
I
to break
got out
down.
of the car to check what the hell was wrong.
Oh.
Pop his fucking
I
tires.
began to feel like my heart was constantly skipping beats.
Oh
My
yeah.
tires had been slashed.
You're
and
done,
had
buddy.
completely fallen off the rim. Not just
Oh
the front, though.
no.
Oh,
All
Then
4
you
tires
ripped
were
his
slashed.
tires off the rims.
I realized somebody did this when I was knocking on the door to that building.
Dumbass.
Oh. running.
As soon as I see
Back
this,
in the
I'm gonna
car
start
and locked
running
the
down the
doors.
street.
What street, nigga?
I was
He's
so
in the
close to
woods.
that building, I could
God,
practically see it from where I was.
I'm gonna start
If it weren't
running,
for the
bro.
trees blocking the view.
Why would he do that?
I dialed 911 and explained
Why would you
everything
sit
to
in
the
the car?
operator.
They obviously
She
know
told
you're
me
what
the
you're gonna
cops
be
would be
like.
over as soon as
Because
possible,
it's
and that I
Obviously,
need to
it's
stay
multiple
hidden.
people, right?
I asked her if
Okay,
it
so
was
you would
advisable to
rather
stay in the car or run.
wait in the
I
car
would
so they
rather-
can come to
I
the
would
window,
rather
It would
keep
be
come
better
jump
to
you,
stay in
break
the
open
car
the
with the
window.
door
I would
locked.
rather keep driving with no tires.
She asked me to stay on the
Did you
line
just
with her
say
until
his
the
car
cops
wouldn't start?
arrived.
His car's not
My whole
starting. He
body
just
was
started.
shaking. In all directions,
You just tried when you got
there
the car,
was
you gotta
nothing
start it.
but
It didn't
dark,
work.
seemingly endless forest.
Shouldn't have stopped then.
I knew it
God
would take forever
damn.
for the cops to
I'm
get
scared
there.
to like pop up people.
I
I'm
was
scared,
not
folks.
comfortable with sitting in that car.
Oh, and I
so
know this
close to
shit look
whoever did
crazy,
this.
like in
next
person. I know this
part,
shit would look crazy as
is what
fuck.
utterly destroyed me. It still shakes me to this day,
What, bro?
and I hope nobody ever
What is
has to
what utterly
experience this
destroyed
kind of
me?
fear. As I was scanning
Somebody
all
came
the
out-
windows, making sure nobody was outside,
Yo, my
I
body
looked
just
in
like
the
went
rearview
cold.
mirror, and there was the same person.
Oh,
Window,
oh no.
open wider than ever.
Yo, I
Oh,
my
no.
my
See now.
bro, my hair
It
extended.
was a woman.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. See
yeah.
smile began to spread across her face.
Bro, in like one slap, she would
I
die.
opened my
Though.
door and sprinted into the woods.
All over.
I ran until I was out of breath,
nigga
which
got
didn't
cold.
take long,
Best
and I
life
hid
work,
behind
man.
a giant log on the ground. I tried to cover my loud breathing with my hands.
yo, that anime.
I waited for what felt like hours until I finally heard sirens
Oh
in the
my
distance.
god.
I gathered up all the stamina I had left to run all the way back in the direction of the dirt road. Eventually, the glowing red and blue lights came into view, and I had never felt better in my life. They were parked in front of my
Wow, I'll
car,
never got a
investigating with
piece
flashlights. I came out yelling
Not
at
even
them
that.
like
I
a
mean, if
lunatic
I
to
worked,
help
I
me.
would just be like,
I fell
don't
to the
I'll
send
be
me
floor
to
and
no,
started
cautious,
to
man.
gag,
don't
almost
send me
throwing
near
up
no
from laughing
forest.
so much.
That's what I would say.
I
They
better not
picked
be
me
in no
up and
normal
began to
car. Better
question
be
me,
in a
to which
big
I
truck
explained
that's
everything to
off
the
the
best of
ground.
my ability.
I'm gonna have
One
4
of the two
spare
cars
tires in the
drove
back of
over
my
to the
trunk.
building, and the two officers
I'm
began
not
to
playing,
search
bro.
the building.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have a gun.
They came back with nothing except for a couple of spiky objects. These objects were exactly the same as the ones used to slash my tires. The cops guessed that it was some kind of sick, demented couple, being that I saw the woman, but unfortunately they were never found. And that still kills me to this day.
Yo,
I
I don't know if
honestly
it's
quit my
me.
job right after
My,
that and
yeah, I
started
would,
working
yeah.
at a
Oh
local
God,
grocery store.
yo,
I know that I'll
my.
never forget seeing that woman at the back of my car.
Hallucinations, y'all.
You can see some weird things when you're tired. But the thing about this story, I wasn't tired. Me and the family were on vacation to some resort in a very rural area of Pennsylvania to make the setting creepier. There weren't many young people there for me and my brothers to hang out with.
Okay, it's all
Seemed
young
like
people
more of
there.
an adult
Oh, make
resort.
kids.
But then one day
They're
when I
young
was
to me,
walking
though. I ain't gonna
outside
lie.
of the main lodge of the resort, I
You're like an anime
physically
character.
looked up to a window on the second floor
I mean, he
and saw a
technically is an
teenage
anime
girl
character.
looking down at me.
Are you
From that
stupid? Anime is
distance,
from
she
Japan.
looked kind of cute, so
Nigga,
I gave
anime
her a
is
wave,
short for animation.
but she didn't show any
Anime
sort of
is short for
reaction,
Japan animation,
so I just
stupid.
moved on.
You don't even know. You don't even know anime
Anime
like
is
me.
short for
Later
You don't
animation.
know
one
anime
day,
like me,
I
bro.
was so bored that
It's a-
and that's when I saw the same girl again. She was a little ways away from me, down past the playground, close to the tree line, and she was just standing there, staring at me. Being a teenage guy, my hormones controlled my body, and so I got off the swing and began walking over to her.
You're,
As I
my
started
hormones not
getting
making me
closer
look
to her,
stupid.
I realized she wasn't as cute as I thought she was. There was something about her face that just gave off a creepy vibe. I can't put my finger on it, but if I had to say,
Nigga was too
I
horny.
think it would have to
Bro would
do
do
with
anything
her
for
eyes
food.
and her
Like,
mouth.
bro was gonna go
Like I said,
smack a
once I got
random
about
homeless
halfway over
girl.
to her,
What?
she turned around
Oh,
completely
nah.
and ran into the woods.
Nope.
And I mean,
All right,
she
bye.
gonna chase her.
ran into the woods.
He chased her. He
I
chased
stopped
her.
in my tracks, completely
Bro, if he
turned off.
chases her, bro,
This girl seemed like a freaky
just
stalker.
got this way.
I
So
didn't
completely
see her the
turned
rest
off.
of our stay at the resort. During
Yeah.
the car ride home, miles and miles away from the resort,
think
I
she's
was thinking
nonchalant.
about her. How maybe if I followed her into the woods, I could have gotten laid.
You hear her talk, but if I follow her, I
But
could
then
have
what I
got
saw
laid.
next made me feel like my heart dropped into my
Like,
stomach.
bro, it
Yo.
is not
Looking down
serious.
ahead, I saw the same girl standing by the tree line on the side of the highway. As we sped past her, I saw her head turn so that she was always looking right at me, even through the tinted minivan windows. I asked my parents if they saw her, and they just responded, "Saw who?" Soon afterwards, I accepted that it was all in my head, and that the girl was
How
never
hard
even
it can
there.
be that you hallucinated a freaky girl in the woods that you wanted to lay you, bro?
Type shit you be on, bro.
That's next. What you just say to me?
I said.
Oh, okay.
What?
Speak up.
I'm speaking up. Fuck no, I'm playing.
Yo, I'm a crash out, bro. I see red.
Yeah.
11, freshman year in high school, and I was with my friends, Ivan, Ryan, and Jesse.
2000 and something.
We were all dressed as the Super Mario characters.
These niggas
I
lame
was
as hell.
Luigi since I was the
Yo, why do
second
people say
tallest.
like that? Super
Ivan was
Mario. Super
since he was
Mario
short and
character.
buff.
It's Super
Mario
Mario.
was buff.
Like,
Jesse was Waluigi because he's freakishly tall and skinny.
that just be
And Ryan was
blowing me.
Wario because he's just really fat. So they were the perfect group costumes for us.
That's fucked up.
We lived in
That's
a
so
very
fucked up.
non-congested suburban neighborhood with
Yeah, I
a
think
decent
I
amount
know
of space in between houses.
Yeah, me
On
too, me
Halloween,
too, me
that's
too.
the worst thing ever. Less bang for your buck. We were trick-or-treating for
bros.
hours, way past dark, and eventually came the time when most trick-or-treaters were heading home. My feet started to hurt, and I had to constantly switch arms for holding the now 10-pound pillow sack of candy, but we planned on going until our bags were completely full. A lot of the
Oh,
houses by now weren't answering anymore. It was probably past their cutoff time for giving candy to trick-or-treaters. Approaching our next house, we saw a purple bucket on the stoop, which was the best feeling ever. I was the one to get
What the
close enough
fuck?
to realize
Y'all ain't
exactly
see the dude in the
in the
window?
window,
what was
right?
the worst
Yeah,
feeling
yeah, I
ever.
saw that shit.
I turned around when I heard a knock at the window of the house.
Yep.
We all looked at the window. Couldn't see anyone.
Oh,
Heard
No,
someone
you're
call
crazy.
out,
nah, I'm good,
You're
bro.
crazy. You're crazy. I would be going about my fucking day.
We actually just got our like
An older
like.
Yeah, we're pretty.
late 40s, already balding,
Oh.
stepped outside.
We're kind
Oh.
of normal.
He told us to come inside so he can get us some more candy.
No.
No, nigga.
Yeah, he's a rapist.
You
He's a
came by the
rapist.
door.
He's a
He
rapist.
responded saying something along the lines of, "Nonsense, come on in, we'll get you your candy."
Yo, he
I'm
literally
good, bro.
catches on little
Said,
boys. You
"It's
can
all
hear
right.
it in the
Come
voice.
on, Dan, let's go. I
Yep.
told the guy to take care and apologized. He just stood there watching as we walked
Yo,
off.
Oh, he about to kill all his friends
I
except the
felt
one
bad,
with.
but at the same time, that guy seemed like a creeper, and I figured I just dodged a bullet not going in there. If the story ended there, it wouldn't be scary, so of course, it didn't end there. We skipped a few of
Okay.
the guy's neighboring houses just to get further away and continued on with our business. We were walking down close to the nature preserve.
What the
now,
fuck
so
is
no
that?
one
on,
was
bro?
around us.
Yo, bro.
At this point,
Like,
we were now
like,
walking
you
back
don't mean in the
closer to
background.
Jesse's house.
It's like,
I noticed Ryan had stopped walking, and I turned around to see what's up. He said he heard someone moving from behind the trees in the preserve.
oh
This was
hell
before
no.
everyone's phones had flashlights, so we couldn't just go searching in the woods for someone. Besides,
Why would you
we
go
were just
search-
telling
Nigga,
Ryan that
what?
it must have been a raccoon or something. You may think this is a bit of a cliche, but when things like this happen in real life, you always assume the more logical possibility. It's just natural. Why would we assume we were being followed?
I don't know about
had to put my
y'all,
arm
but I'm not
around
walking
Ryan's
like
shoulder
I'm
and
not.
nudge him
I'm never
forward.
walking like behind
A little
everybody
ways
else.
down the street,
It's
me and
actually
Ivan
wrong.
picked up
Gotta
on
be
the
side
sound
to
as well.
side, bro.
Oh
We all
god.
stopped. The sounds of the
Doing a-
footsteps from beyond the trees stopped as well. Ivan yelled at the obvious stalker to go away, or we would beat the shit out of them. I knew
Yeah.
he was just bluffing, though.
Standing on
I could hear
business.
the
Okay.
nervousness in his voice. The snap of a twig from beyond the trees triggered a fight-or-flight response. in all
Ivan
of
is
us.
Jesse the group leader.
Me, Jesse, and
Yo, what
Ryan all
if
ran
he-
for it.
I mean, he's
Ivan was
Mario,
at
bro.
first charging to attack, but he quickly followed after realizing we had all taken off.
Yo,
Ivan
y'all are.
Hey, I
They
forgot
tried
how
to
to
get
say
this
it.
nigga.
Two or three pairs of
Y'all are
footsteps
L
in
man.
leaves in the
I'm like,
woods.
God did that to me, boy, you're cut off.
He banked it hard right down Jesse Street when it finally came up and ran straight for his backyard, entering his house through the back door. The first thing we did was peek out through
Bro,
his
it's
living
one
room window.
guy, bro.
We couldn't see anyone.
It's three. Are you? You're not even
We all
listening,
had
huh?
to gather our thoughts
He
and
said it was-
discuss
they
what
heard
the
at
hell
least
just went
three
down in
people
his living room when all of a sudden
they
we
did?
heard Jesse's backyard
Yeah.
gate slam shut.
I never heard that shit.
Jesse dove
It's
to
still
turn off
four,
the lights.
4 versus 3,
There
nigga.
was a click
Like,
and a
come
bang
on,
from
bro.
down
Oh,
the
there's a
line.
fat person.
It was more than likely Jesse's back door.
Like, what are y'all
We
against
used
fat
to go
people,
down
bro?
armed with knives and face them.
You're not gonna be
Turned
much
on
of
his
an
back
ass.
door light.
Look
There
at that
was
fat guy
nobody
with
out
his
there.
smallest knife, too.
Just then the front door opened, and we all screamed like animals. Jesse's
I would
mom and
lose my
sisters came
shit.
rushing downstairs. They had just gotten home from their friend's little house party. We all rested assured knowing it was just them. Jesse explained what happened, but made it seem a lot less dramatic. Me and Ivan went home after that and called it a night. At 12:30
Oh,
a.m.,
dude.
I got a
Oh,
disturbing
dude who
text
lived there
message.
is dead
It
now.
was from Jesse. It said, "It wasn't my mom." I texted back saying,
Oh,
"What?" He
I
responded
told
back
y'all.
quickly,
He
saying,
dead.
"It wasn't my mom in the backyard."
That
My
nigga
finger
is
slammed
dead.
the buttons on my phone, responding back, "What do you mean?" There was a
Nigga.
long pause before he finally told me that his mom and sisters said they never went in the backyard. I told him to immediately check the backyard from his upper deck. He had already done just that. He also told his mom everything, and she had already called the police. They didn't find anyone back there, but Jesse did mention the guy who invited us in while trick-or-treating. Nothing ever became of that, and nothing ever happened at Jesse's
Oh.
house again after that one Halloween night.
Oh. Oh, okay. So this was it was like a little realistic, like,
Yeah.
yeah, type shit.
And imagine how many
I'll
more
never
searches
forget
Halloween
this
gonna
night.
get on fucking Halloween.
The pizza place I worked at was about
Hey, we
to
should make a
close,
new
and
video
I was
though,
getting
too.
ready to go home when the phone rang. I was working the counter alone that night, so I was taking calls. I picked up the phone. There was complete silence, so I hung up. About a minute later, the phone rings again, so I pick up again. Still silence. I was about to hang up again when I heard the very weak and cold voice of an old woman on the other end. She said she wanted a regular pie delivered. I remained polite on the phone, but on the inside I was screaming. I just wanted to get home and end my shift. I called out to my boss that somebody is requesting a delivery. He told me I had to go. I was upset at first, but I realized it's another tip, and the old ones usually tip the most, so I decided it was okay. I took down the
Ooh,
address.
so if this
and told
nigga
her it would be
dies,
there
then that's
soon,
on him.
but she had already hung up.
It's his
I
job.
thought that was rude, but I ignored it and
Nigga,
yelled to the chef that I
nigga,
needed
it's
one
past
regular.
his shift. The boss said he could go
My
home,
boss told me
and
to
he
just go
just
home
he
after
decided
the
to take the order
delivery,
from the
as
old
the
lady.
place would be
So if
closed.
something happened to him, that's
So a
on him.
little before 10 o'clock, I got in my car and put the address into my GPS. The house was 7 miles away.
Yeah, that's what he
The
said.
GPS took me to the quiet
said-
side of town.
He's the boss said he
I
had to
arrived to
go.
the house.
Do we
It was a
have to
small,
like
one-floor house
replay
in
the
a very
video,
quiet
bro?
and empty block.
Yo, go back.
I took my
Just
pizza
real
and
quick,
walked up
bro.
to the
Oh
place
my
would be
god,
high,
this
as
nigga,
the
bro.
main plan. I was about to hit Sunday night, so
Okay,
I was
okay,
taking
chill out,
calls.
chill out.
Damn,
About a
nigga.
minute later, the phone rings again, so I pick up again.
No, fast
Still
forward, fast forward.
silence.
One time, one time.
She said she wanted a
Hold on,
regular
again.
pie delivered. I had to get home and end my shift.
Look.
I called out to
Wanted
my
to
boss
go
that
home
somebody
and end
was
my
requesting
shift.
a delivery. He told me I
Okay.
had to go.
I had to go. Are you
upset at
stupid?
I had to go home. I had to go
realized it's
home.
another
Like he
tip.
I
had
had
to go.
to
Like
go
his
deliver.
shit.
Now you
No,
coping.
His shit.
No,
Shut your
bro,
dumb
you
ass
said
up, nigga.
I
he
took
had
down the
to
address
go.
and told her it would be there
Oh
soon.
my
But
god,
she had already
bro.
hung
No,
up.
go back.
I thought
I
that
would have
was
said
rude,
no,
but
no, alright, bro, alright, bro, alright,
He
bro. I
said he
don't
had
get
to
him.
go.
I ignored it
Your
and yelled to the
dumbass.
chef that I needed one regular. My boss told me to just go home after the delivery as the place would be closed. So a little before 10 o'clock, I got in my car and put the address
He
into
just
my
said this nigga to
GPS.
go die and
The
said
house was 7 miles away.
That's fucked up.
The GPS took me to the quiet side of town. I arrived to the house. It was a small, one-floor house on a very quiet and empty block. I took
Yeah,
the
hella
pizza and
dead
walked up to
bodies.
the door and rang the doorbell.
She
Oh,
has
yeah,
blood.
There
no.
were no lights on in the
See?
house.
See?
Bye.
See?
That she hadn't given me the wrong address.
No, but you wouldn't think
I rang the
anything other
doorbell
than
again.
Halloween.
There was
Yes,
someone
the
I
fuck
answered.
I would.
I
Nigga,
was
do you
about
know
to
what?
get
Yo,
up
do you
when
know
I
who
turned
I
my
am,
head and
bro?
saw somebody standing at the window.
Still.
I got a little freaked out and backed up at first, but I eventually got closer to the window to see the person. It was an old
Hey, I'm
woman,
leaving your
probably
food.
in her late 70s.
Oh.
With a blank
Look at her.
expression.
Why that one piece of
I yelled to her
one
through the
piece?
glass
One
that I
what?
had her pizza. She didn't react to
Wrap it
what I
up, bro.
said, so I screamed it louder.
Yeah, she's dead.
A big smile ran across her face.
Bye.
Not a pleasant, genuine smile. It was a smile
Hey,
that
your
sent
pizza
chills down
is
my
in front of your
spine.
door.
I still remember that exact face she made through the window. I decided that I was freaked out enough and got back to my car and set the pizza in the passenger seat.
Oh,
I had
damn.
to text my
That's
boss
fucked
about
up.
this. I shot him a quick text and started my car, ready to get the hell away.
I don't get paid
I
enough for
looked
this,
to my
bitch.
right to get one more look, to see the woman standing
My
right
heart
in
just
front of
dropped.
passenger
My heart
side
just dropped. My
window,
heart just dropped.
giving me the same stare she had given me before.
Yo, my heart just
I
dropped.
put my car in
Yo,
drive and
I
flew
feel
on
it in
down
my
the street,
body.
not looking
I
back.
think I feel my hairs like
My
light.
boss never made me do a late
How the
night
fuck?
delivery
That ain't
again.
no old woman. How she move that fast?
It's not a
It's a skinwalker. It's a skinwalker.
Could be.
I forgot you niggas actually did this.
Your dumb ass up.
Skinwalker.
Nigga, there's literally videos. That shit was so ass, by the way.
My
Back
wife
to your
got up
joke
to
was
go to
ass.
the bathroom, and when she got
Oh, this
back,
cut low.
she told me that there was a creepy man watching her walk into the
You're a
bathroom.
gooner. You're a
And when
gooner.
she tried to
You're a
walk
gooner.
out, he blocked her path. She only got
No,
away
he
because there were
didn't.
two other
Oh,
people
Oh
walking
yeah,
into
nah,
the
I'm
bathroom,
instantly throwing
so
a
he
punch.
got
Bro.
out of the way.
Literally, bro.
I asked her what the man looked like, and she looked over, but unfortunately, she said
Nigga,
he
you know
was
you're not
gone.
gonna do nothing.
Our hotel was walking distance from the beach, so we got back
Him.
quickly, but we
Oh.
made sure to report the man to a police officer we saw walking on the beach. And then we watched.
Why you taking offense to that? Like,
Anthony
We ate at a
talking to
fancy
me, bro.
seafood place and did some walking around afterwards. Close to midnight, we finally went back to the room and began to wind down. Then we got a knock at the door. I looked through the
bro, I would have been mad as hell.
A man in a maid uniform
I would have
standing
been mad.
outside. I opened the door and he
Ew,
immediately tried to let himself in.
Oh,
Yo!
oh shit!
He told me he
Oh
left
shit!
something in the room while cleaning earlier and needed to get it out.
I'm like, hey, yo,
Only
bro, you gotta
thing,
yo move.
We left
I'm
the
I'm
door
punching this
sign
nigga.
on the door all
Bro,
day.
you better punch this nigga, close that
Then I
door, bro.
noticed he was making eye contact with my wife.
Yep,
My
boom.
wife
Goodbye
then
your face.
screamed, "That's the man!"
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand.
Why is he
at
struggling
first,
to
but it
close
was
the
too
door?
late for that.
I wouldn't even go. I would let him in.
Lunged at me, holding my throat with one hand
Yo,
while
he's
reaching
dumb
behind
as
himself
hell,
with another.
In
He
front
pulled
of your
out a knife
girl.
and started swinging at
In
me.
front of your
And if it weren't for
girl.
my wife coming over and smashing his face with the lamp, I would have been as good as
Look
dead.
at this nigga.
The commotion
Bro,
brought all
you
the
let a
inhabitants
man
of the
pick you
neighboring
up with
rooms.
one hand
One
by
of
your
the
neck in front of your
In front of
wife,
your
bro.
girl.
Situation worse.
I would have did a
called the police,
360
and so did the
upside
hotel.
down flying kick.
He turns
Grabbed
into a
that
Are
police
you
officer.
serious, bro?
I'm just happy to be
Bro,
alive.
Nigga
I would
just got-
have smashed. Oh, bro, I would have
We were
smashed
questioned
his
when the
face,
police
bro.
arrived, and some of
No
the
way I
Oh.
would not
witnesses
have to be in front of my
clearly
girl.
witnessed it all. We still
Hey, what's
don't know
wrong
what
with
kind
you?
of intentions this guy had.
Yo, I don't know,
But if
bro.
I had
As
to
soon as I heard
guess,
that,
I would
yo,
say he wanted
Spidey
to get to my wife.
duck, did some kung
He
fu
must have
shit
been
and knocked
one
his
very
ass.
dumb person to think he would get away with something like this in such a public building.
Nigga thought he was fucking Jack the Ripper.
That nigga look ugly as hell.
Nigga got sent to prison by a girl.
I was 15 years old. My best friend Anthony wanted me to come over for the night since his parents would be gone all weekend. I rode my bike over and put it in his backyard
Type
before letting
shit.
myself in through his back door. We played basically every video game he had, from FIFA all the way to Call of Duty, with popcorn and other
Yeah,
junk food
yeah,
spilled
that's
out
solid.
all over the floor. As the
Oh,
night
we were really
progressed,
doing
we
bad.
moved
We were
from video
playing
games
for real,
to watching half a movie and getting bored, to doing
Yeah,
prank
if
calls
anybody
at
was
close to
play
10
Call of
o'clock.
Duty Rebirth,
Anthony
like
made a
y'all
few
like
calls to
a
different
squad
pizza
or play
places.
a private match.
When it was my turn, I just
but
dialed
alright,
three
bro,
random
comments
numbers in
below.
hopes to get someone at their house. On, say, my fourth attempt, I finally reached somebody. A guy with a deep and rough voice picked up, answering
Oh,
with a
sorry,
yeah
wrong number.
instead of a hello.
Just like that,
Anthony's
bro.
laughing in the background made me stumble with my words mid-sentence, ultimately cracking up into laughter. I had never done a prank call, so I sucked at it. The guy on the other end was silent. I regained a straight face and tried to continue with the call. It went something like this. Sir, would it be alright if I borrowed one of the wheels from your car? What's your name, kid?
That shit.
My name is Bob.
Wait, what do you say? Wait. Go back. What do you say?
Sir, would it be alright if I borrowed one of the wheels from your car? Kid. My
Oh,
name
you
is
say
Bob.
kid.
Really?
Not gonna lie.
You sure it's not?
Whatever happens to this nigga,
Anthony?
He's got docs on the, he got docs on the house phone. He got docs.
Whose face was
You
masked
guys
full of
number
fear.
ran.
No, because
nigga
I
got
know that
dogs
it's
on a
impossible.
house
On the
phone.
line
On a
with
house
whoever
phone.
that was for another
Giving him a
second.
phone, but I gotta go home. I'm gonna ride my bike.
Who was that?
Yeah, I'm gonna see you later, bro.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
really job out there.
Does your caller ID
I feel
display
bad
your
for
name
yo.
or
I feel
something?
bad for that nigga, cause he gotta
No,
stay
it
there.
shows my dad's
He gotta
name.
stay there.
Oh,
He
yeah.
lived there.
And did some research,
Oh
trying to
nah, I ain't
figure
gonna
out how
lie,
it was
bro.
possible to
If
get
that's
someone's
me,
name
y'all
through
niggas
your
not
phone
going
number.
anyway.
It
we
doesn't
dying.
make sense how
We
you could
dying
get
together,
Anthony's
bro.
name so
Ain't
quickly.
no fucking way.
You sure
He
it's
was way
not
too young at
Anthony?
the time to be
No,
on any of
it's
those
not,
personal
bro.
information sharing websites. We ended up asking a question on Yahoo Answers, since no one had a similar experience. The question turned up no answers. I suggested he call his dad,
Call the
but he
cops,
said he
bro.
wasn't supposed to have anybody over for the weekend, so he didn't want to call.
Oh.
We planned on sleeping in the living room, so we just resumed watching the movie that we hadn't finished from earlier.
You're crazy. I would have been
Right
thinking about
after
that
the
shit.
phone call had left
Bro,
my
I would have
mind,
left him,
me
bro.
and
I'm not
Anthony
gonna
looked
lie.
at each
Sorry,
other
yeah,
when
but I
we
gotta
heard his
go.
front storm door opening.
That's what his game for
Then
making
the
a stupid ass
door
joke.
See?
began to turn.
See? I would have went home, bro. No
It
joke.
only was able to turn about halfway before the lock restricted it.
Yo, where's your window at, bro?
Anthony turned off the TV.
Where's your window
and
at,
I went
bro?
over to the window to see who it
Because
was.
if they got your name, then they
So his
obviously
ass about to be
wanted
right
the
there.
address.
His ass about to be right
There's a tall
there.
guy standing outside.
Oh yeah,
He
no,
noticed the
bro.
blinds moving.
He about to
and
look at
turned
the
to
window.
Look at me. I practically threw the blinds back into place.
You talking about
Me and
what's your
Anthony were in
name,
the
kid?
kitchen, listening for any more noises. We heard the sound
He
of the
saw
gate
you,
to the
bruh.
backyard open, as it was right outside the kitchen window. God damn it, I said. I forgot to shut the back door. Anthony urged me to run and shut it. I made it to the hallway leading to his back door and froze. There was a silhouette
would've been
standing
arguing.
outside the back door.
Oh nah.
I
I don't
would have
think
just
he
turned my
noticed
face.
me,
Bro,
but
run!
he
Bro,
was slowly
run!
looking into the house.
My door, bro.
He opened the door and stepped
Watch him just
inside.
stand there.
I tiptoed to the kitchen and motioned for Anthony to follow me upstairs. We made it to his room as quietly as
Nigga.
possible, pulling the door shut to avoid making any noise. We
Oh
crawled
yeah,
under
I
his
nigga
bed.
dead, bro.
He had cloth covering the bottom of his bed, so you couldn't see anything under it unless you actually
You're
moved the
crazy.
cloth.
Oh God.
The
I went
doors
to back of the
downstairs
door.
all opened, each one getting closer to the stairs. Thumps finally began up the stairs, and he was right outside the door now. The door to the room opened.
Oh. Oh shit.
I could hear Anthony's breathing. It was too loud. Footsteps moved over to the closet, and the closet opened.
I was covered.
I could hear the coat hangers being slid around as the fabric of the jackets and coats rubbed against each other. Footsteps moved over to the bed and stopped. I felt like my heart was about to explode out of my chest. Anthony's breathing was too loud. I had to cover his mouth with my hand. Nothing but silence in the room now. We laid still for so long, I almost thought he wasn't even in the room anymore. I moved my hand away from Anthony's mouth and whispered in his ear, "You think we can make a run for it?" He was about to answer when the most disturbing, memory-haunting scream I'd ever heard filled my ears as Anthony was seemingly dragged out from under the bed.
Oh, yeah, nah.
I crawled out and saw him
I ain't
struggling.
gonna lie,
with
bro.
the
I'm
man.
leaving you, bro.
I desperately looked around for anything to use as a weapon. I settled with the screwdriver
Oh,
sitting on
use
his
your
nightstand.
hand, bro.
I hurried over to the man and drove the screwdriver into his back. He let go of Anthony as he let out a scream of agony, giving us time to get the hell out of the house. Running onto the road would give away our position too easily. It would take too long to make it to his
So?
neighbor's house. We dove for the tree line in the woods and took cover behind a bush, watching the house. The back door opened as the man
Don't
stepped
he
Yo, I ain't
have
gonna lie.
light?
If he,
Looking
yo,
around the
if he
backyard.
followed him in the woods, bro, I
He
would,
then looked
yo,
out
I
to
would
the
lose my
woods.
shit.
I felt his eyes pass me as he scanned through the tree line. It seemed that it was too dark for him to see us. Then, he turned his head back in our direction. I ducked behind the bush. "Joe, he's coming." "What?"
Oh, yeah, no.
"Dude, get up, we gotta run." He was right. The man was approaching us fast. How could he have seen us?
Y'all
Yo,
niggas
you
is
got a
dead.
bike,
Woods
bro?
with the
Like,
leaves
go get
crunching
on your
under us,
bike.
giving away our position. When Anthony tripped over
Y'all
something, I
niggas are
crouched down
dead.
with him, hoping we had run far enough. Not even 20 seconds later, oncoming footsteps from the direction we were running from came fast. They slowed down only 2 trees away from us as we lay face down in the leaves. Moments later, the footsteps take off in another direction. We waited until we could no longer hear them and took off back in the direction of the house. While running, over the sound of leaves crushing and my heavy breathing, I could swear I heard leaves crushing from behind us. We made it back to his backyard, into his house, and this time, remembering to shut the back door. We were now able to call the police. Anthony stayed on the line with them, while I patrolled the back windows, making sure nobody was out there. It was so dark, though, I couldn't see anything.
This nigga Joe
I did
literally
something
like
that seemed stupid today.
carried this
I
whole
turned on his
survival.
backyard lights,
Nah,
and
real
immediately
shit.
in the distance, over by the woods, I saw him, standing in front of a big tree. He turned off back into the woods and disappeared out of sight. That was the last time me or Anthony ever saw him.
Anthony,
I would be
bro.
lying if I told you we
I'm
heard
gonna
the
be honest with you,
occasional knocks at
gang.
our
I hope
windows
you
or
survive.
something
My ass
cliche.
going straight home after
No.
this shit.
That
I'm
was it.
telling you, bro. I would have been
5
home.
years have passed and nothing has happened. Do I wonder if it was somehow linked to the prank call? Maybe. Does it make sense?
Oh, nah.
Not really.
Nah.
But yeah, this was the story of how me and my still best friend Anthony almost died during a break-in.
He talking about.
Moral of the story: don't make ass jokes.
He talking about. Hey, what's your name, kid? It's Bob. Are you sure it's not?
This happened 4 years ago when I was still in high school. I was told to do my last delivery of my shift. I got in my car, which was a 1999 Camry, perfect for delivering pizzas. I GPSed the address on my phone. I live upstate in the country, so all pizza deliveries were long drives. I remember the sun was starting to set, so it was probably around 7 o'clock. I'd say after a good 15 minutes of driving through the foresty dirt roads, my GPS said I had arrived. It was an old little cottage-like house made almost entirely of wood. It was sitting all by itself in the middle of absolutely nothing but forest. The lawn was completely unkept.
I can never.
The grass was almost at knee height. I was used to this kind of thing, so I didn't think much of it. I took the pizza to the front door. There was no doorbell, so I knocked loudly on the door. Within 10 seconds, I heard the sound of footsteps hitting wood on the inside of the house. The footsteps made it to the door and stopped. I started to feel uneasy. I got the feeling that I was being watched. And
How you
that's when I
gonna knock
noticed there was a
and feel
peephole in the door. It's the pizza guy, I called out. I heard a low, harsh-sounding voice on the other side of the door, telling me to bring the pizza out back. I didn't like the idea of going back there. Something didn't seem right. Are you sure, sir? I called out. He didn't answer my question. The sound of footsteps didn't move away from the door.
Oh, I know.
so
I
had the
found one
feeling
here
he
right
was still
here.
watching
That's
me.
what I was saying.
I almost found myself walking back to
Nah,
my
real
car,
shit, bro.
but I decided I didn't want any
I don't know
trouble
why
with
you
my
feel
I'm
boss.
not doing. I'm not
The last
doing.
time I brought
Like
a
I'm not
pizza
doing
back,
no
he gave
pay
me
at the
attitude.
door service,
So
bro.
I
I'm
reluctantly
doing
No,
ordered
bro.
DoorDash.
I
a
get it.
young
It's like it
quick
has to be
rice, and I
online,
a small
bro.
house to
All I
the
gotta do is
back.
take a
Exactly, and
picture and walk off.
I remember there was a
Yep.
shed and a little patio back there. In the patio, there was a table with 4 chairs surrounding it. In one of the chairs, facing away from me, I saw the head of
What
somebody sitting
the
in the
hell?
seat. I began walking over and said, "Excuse me," but the person didn't even move an inch.
He's
That's a
dead.
dead
"Excuse me,"
person.
I said again louder.
That's a dead
Then
person,
from
bro.
behind me, I heard, "Psst, over here." I turned around to see a man poking his head out from the corner of the house, looking at me with a pleased smile.
So like every time
I
something
wanna show you
creepy
something.
happens, I feel like
I
a
freaked out,
shiver
turned
down
around,
my
and ran around
body.
the house in the opposite
And
direction.
he's like
back to
bloody.
my car,
What?
For some reason, still
Bro,
holding
what
the
the hell is
pizza.
that on a tree?
I got in my car,
Back of his
started
head was
and
bloody,
got away
bro.
from there. On my way back to the pizzeria, I pulled over to the side of the road and called the police. Eventually, I was informed that there was no sign of anybody having been in that house for a long time.
Oh, this nigga
I quit my
tweaking.
delivery job a few days after that.
Yo, he's a
I have no
boy.
idea what
So
had
look at
happened
this having
to
to
me,
quit
how I
the
got back
job.
to that man. But to this day,
I
I
can't blame
still
him though.
wish I just turned my head to see who or what was sitting in that patio chair.
What?
Oh,
Like, who is
oh,
it? Breaking
Zombie,
time?
bro.
Like, whoa.
My body is sick.
oh.
I told y'all, look at the back of his head, dog.
Yo, that shit. Nah, bro. That shit just made me feel weird, bro. Damn, bro.
That was
That's really crazy.
That was crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. All these stories, like delivery stories, I feel like me personally, I could never do like any of these shits, bro. If
That
I'm not doing DoorDash, like if I'm not doing DoorDash where I could just leave the food and go, I'm not doing that shit.
I'm not doing it.
Like the worst part is some of these like delivery thing, like so a lot of these stories like they could have went so much like worse, bro. And that's what really like creeps that been creeping me out all day, bro.
Yeah.
Like, this
Nah,
whole
real
time.
shit, though.
Like imagine instead of the dude over here, he would have just snatched him up and just killed him. Like just don't put him in a chair. So you trying to fill a chair up like victim and shit. Like I don't know, bro. Stuff like that. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm definitely surprised a lot of these niggas ran, cause like the average white person would have just walked up to them niggas.
Nah,
Try to shake
or
their
bro,
hand
or
and
even
shit.
like the dude with the one guy with the car, bro. Like I'm
Yeah.
like
Nah,
that
that
car
car
so
would've had
bad, bro.
tweaking,
They
bro.
could have
Nah,
just ran
real
up on the
shit.
car, busted the windows, took him up out the car.
Nah, real
They would have
shit.
had their day with him, bro.
Not why though.
Like,
Nah, no. One of the ones that I would have been tweaking the most. That prank call shit, bro.
no,
If
Oh,
that would
yeah.
have happened to me,
No.
talking about some, man, hey, can I borrow a wheel from your car? Hey, what's your name, kid? Hey, it's Bob. Your third name, not Anthony. Hung up. I'm up.
Oh,
You
God,
guys
I would have been home. I would have been home, bro.
Y'all gonna be
been
don't
home.
leave me, bro. Don't leave me, bro. Nah, gang, I gotta go. Bro.
Nah,
I like to call somebody, bro. Call your dad, bro. I'm not your
Nah,
dad.
Roos.
I'm like, you gotta go, bro. Go to y'all, bro. Go somewhere else, bro. Like, I'm not staying there, dude.
Hey, really good to that. Why?
Yeah, alright, y'all. We hope y'all enjoyed the video and shit.
Now,
Make sure y'all leave a
we
like.
gonna be uploading more, like, frequently, hopefully, bro. So,
Yeah, it's been hard to be consistent lately, but we got y'all. So.
Yeah, it's been hard, you know what I'm saying? A lot of vacations, probably sorry, But hey,
Yeah.
make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and tell me y'all opinions on the video. Y'all know the deal.
Kill a Zodiac killer. I take her soul with the bag in I'm a Leo who's spicy for dinner.